Hey everyone, this is Chad Agrawal. I'm the owner of Perfect Clicks LLC. We're a digital marketing agency based here in Parsippany, New Jersey. Today we're going to be talking about maintenance packages and how to maintenance packages for your website work, why you need them and why they're really important. Plus I'm going to show you a tutorial on how to maintain your website, and whether you want to do that yourself is entirely up to you. So a lot of times we will build a website for people or a company, and years later they'll reach out to us and they're wondering why they have critical WordPress error, or their website doesn't work, or they can't access the backend. It's really important to keep all of your WordPress platforms, plugins, and themes well updated, especially nowadays where there's a lot of changes, there's a lot of hosting upgrades, and as different hosting companies start to upgrade their PHP, their databases, or the platforms that they're on, whether they're moving to the cloud from being on-premise or something like that, they really are expecting your website to have all of the latest updates. Now, a lot of theme developers are also keeping up with those updates, but that may mean that you have to stay subscribed to your theme developer or upgrade to plugins and make sure your licenses are in check. So it's really helpful to have a relationship with a developer that keep all of those things updated for you. Especially if you're running a high traffic website, something that needs to be maintained, and you have hundreds or thousands of visitors coming to your website every day, you need a strong package or maintenance package that's going to allow you to keep your website online and functioning properly. Even if you have a very small website with very little traffic, you want to have a maintenance package that allows you to have the support required to keep your website online, and whether even if it's on a quarterly or 6-month or yearly basis. What I'd like to do is jump into what we did for this one specific client who really we hadn't talked to in a little while, and you're going to be able to see how we fixed their site, what went into it. So that way you know when you're getting website maintenance, we're not just clicking a button, hitting update and charging you for it. You're actually getting a lot of value, there's a lot of troubleshooting, and that by giving it to somebody, we're able to solve your problems a lot faster. Let's jump into that and take it from there.
All right, so to start, you might have gotten an error that says there's been a critical error on your website. This is a typical upgrade issue, and most people think that it's very easy. Oh, I'll just update my theme, I'll just update my plugins, and everything will work, and it should only take a few minutes. And this is where having a maintenance package in place really does help you. I'm going to walk you through how we upgraded this and some of the problems that we hit along the way. So if you're thinking about hitting update on WordPress or updating some of the plugins yourself, you should really have a working knowledge to be able to solve some of these issues and solve them pretty quickly. Anybody could have trouble solving this. You know, even if you're a professional, it could take an hour or two, or it could take several hours or even days if you really don't know what you're doing. So that being said, most people will see this error message here that says there has been a critical error on your website. The first thing that we do is we go into the back end and we enable a debug mode within WordPress. You can find this usually in the WP config file, and that allows us to see some of the more detailed error message and coding. For example, here we saw that there's an error caught, and we can see, okay, where is that happening? It's in the WP includes templates, and how can we solve that? So to give you an idea, real world example, we had a client, it's been a long time since they updated their site or really did anything to it. So we went in, and the first thing we identified, we have another video on WP Bakery. WP Bakery definitely needed to be updated. We went in there, we went into the back end, and we updated it. And so I'll just show you on the back end right here, we were able to update that plugin. We actually took out the old plugin, which was a 6.0, and then upgraded it to 6.10. And I'll just show you right here that this is the previous plugin. You really have to know how to turn that plugin off. A lot of times that plugin can be the issue of a critical WordPress or a critical error. And so you want to make sure that you have the new plugin installed. Upon installing that in plugin, we had another issue where the slider revolution also was caught, and this is because of using PHP 8. So we went in and we made sure that we have the updated version of slider revolution as well. Unfortunately, after making both of those updates and keeping up and making sure that all the plugins are updated, there was still another issue that the front page or the home page was not found. Usually this can be a permalinks issue, or it could be something else going on within the database. we were able to install the new version of a plugin, and that did bring back the homepage. However, the theme update brought us to a new page and actually got that page to load. So once we had all the plugins working and the themes working together, the page was loaded, but it brought us a new issue where if you clicked anywhere on that page at any point, you were presented with a black screen. This was a JS query issue where we were able to debug that and find out that the latest jQuery edition or version wasn't compatible. So we installed a different plugin called jQuery Migrate that helps us work on the legacy version of jQuery. Now, we know that this isn't necessarily a long-term fix, but once again, this is why you want to have room or capacity for some maintenance, because once you fix that jQuery, then the site was able to click, and still we were not out of the woods yet, because once you were to click on that, you could see that there were some issues with some of the upgrades of the plugins. There's some code that is no longer working. And actually, while it only looks simple like this on the front end, you can't really take that out. You actually have to fix it. And so you had to either regenerate the page or know how to duplicate that page, take out the code that's not working, and then replace it with code that is working, which we were able to do as well. And this is where you can see we generated a copy of the page and we got that code to work with some minor revisions and then its basic web updates from there. So it really does take a decent amount of time to really upgrade a website properly and to make sure that you have your website working and looking the way that you want it to. So I definitely recommend for anybody who is looking to update their website or get a maintenance package, really ask for how frequently is the website going to be updated, what are the updates going to be in place, and make sure that whoever you go with has really strong backups. I think having the ability to back up and restore at any point, being on a really good platform, being on a good host, don't let any developer ever lock you into their hosting platform. You should have full control, and then, get a maintenance package for that. If you have any questions, definitely reach out to us at info@perfectclicks.com. If you got any value out of this video, please leave a like and definitely subscribe for some more updates and help on growing your business. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next one.